Somebody did ask me to take a look at Ethereum yesterday, and I haven't looked at Ethereum in a while. So I was quite surprised to see the image that I saw here. Um, and I'm a big fan, of course, of the futures contracts. Could probably also, too, look at the Ethereum options. I put out this chart yesterday. What jumped out at me about this chart is, can you see that on a contract basis, they brought this thing out and they painted a low here, right? And then they painted a W bottom. That is hugely significant. And if we break through this low, that is actually a very large sell signal unto itself. If you ever see a futures contract paint a new contract high or a new contract low, that is a very powerful signal. So, doesn't look good here, folks. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. And then also, too, which kind of jumped out at me was, I don't know whether you can see this or not, but doesn't this kind of look like a big honking head and shoulders here? That's actually confirmed? It confirmed here? Looks like it to me. So is this the kind of market that you really want to be aggressively bullish in? No. No. Harmonics, A, B, C, D, probably heading down into this area. And it's interesting. I drew a trend channel off of this peak. And actually, that's interesting. I thought I did. There. I'm not sure why that's over there, though. Oh, God, look at this. Darn thing's moving around all over the place. Hey, you going to work with me? All right. So there to there. Oh, darn you. And there to there. And lo and behold, you can see, boom, boom. And, this is a concept in our level 2 program. Basically trend channels. So I always ask when I draw these trend channels, and the way that you do this, of course, maybe what I'll do is just a new chart here. How do you draw trend channels? Of course, like I said, this is in our level 2 education program. We do a ton of work with trend lines and channels and stuff. But basically, you're just going to take the market structure, right? And you can even use your little magnet button. And because this now level has been breached, this is technically a massive M. So you go off of that high to that high, then you're just going to drag the channel low back against the most recent pivot higher low, which I think looks like right off of that low. Then what you just simply want to ask is, is the market actually respecting this? That's what this information is. Yeah, it looks like that's pretty important. How about through here? Did the market respect this as a pivot? It sure looks like it to me. That's pretty darn important level. Look how we just oscillated around it. And then notice it's sort of final acceptance that, yes, we want to be higher. Look how it put in a double bottom right off that darn level. Can you see that this is basically the process of validating whether this channel is usable or not? And lo and behold, look at what happened here. Doink, right into that midpoint again. So in a weird sort of way, can you guys kind of see the sine wave? It goes meow. This is sort of the midpoint, and then wow. Probably looks terrible. Sorry. I don't know whether you can see that, right? And maybe I should color code this. We'll do these guys as blue. And it's stuff like this that makes me believe more and more in market symmetry and the geometry of the markets that actually, and this is what pisses the public off, because technically what you're seeing on the screen here is this is the mathematikification. Is that a word? I don't know. The mathematification of human behavior. Do you see how this is your fulcrum? Like, think of this as the seesaw in the playground, right? Right through here. There's your seesaw. And can you see how all this really is there's the fulcrum of the seesaw right here, right? This is the fulcrum. And there's the opposite sides, almost like perfectly symmetrical. And then fascinating on the other side of that, right? Up against the midpoint, down against the midpoint. Do you see how symmetrical that is? That's almost freaky. How this is actually stunningly predictable. Kind of sucks, eh? So, lower highs and lower lows. You tell me. Does that look like a bullish chart pattern? Somebody other than Megan, please answer, because I know Megan knows the answer. Just tell me. Does that look like a bullish chart pattern? Anyone? And Megan, if you feel like answering, please feel free. If anything, you change this to a line chart, right? I mean, lower highs and lower lows defines a bear market. It's brutal. I mean, if we want to be bullish, we got to see something like this, right? Give me a W, and okay, fine. Hey, we got the grounds for a rally here, but there just isn't anything there.